They called her a harlot, a woman of shame, a name spoken in whispers with judgment. But this is not just a story about her past. It's a story of faith, of courage, and of how God can take a broken name and turn it into honor. Her name was Rahab, and her story is found in the Bible, Joshua chapter 2 and chapter 6. Jericho was a strong city. Its walls were thick, its people proud. But inside one of those walls lived a woman different from the rest. Rahab. She wasn't respected. She wasn't pure. She ran a house at the edge of the city. People came and went, but no one stayed to know her heart. Still, deep inside her, Rahab was listening, watching, waiting. She had heard the stories of a mighty God who parted seas, who defeated kings, who protected his people, the Israelites. And something in her heart said, this God is real. One day, two strangers arrived, Israelite spies. They had come to check the land before battle. To most, they were enemies, but to Rahab, they were a sign, a chance. She welcomed them in. She gave them shelter. But the king of Jericho heard about the spies. He sent soldiers to Rahab's house. Rahab had a choice: expose them and be safe with the city, or hide them and trust a God she had never met. She chose faith. She hid the spies on her rooftop under bundles of flax. When the soldiers came, she said, yes, the men came, but they left before the city gate closed. Go after them quickly. And they believed her. Later, she went to the spies quietly and said something powerful. I know that the Lord has given you this land. We have heard how the Lord dried up the Red Sea for you. Your God, He is God in heaven, above and on the earth below. This from a woman of the streets, a woman with no church, no priest, no perfect record, just belief. That belief God counted as righteousness. Then she begged, please, when your people come, spare my family, my father, my mother, my brothers, my sisters, everyone. The spies agreed. They told her, tie a scarlet rope to your window. When we see it, we will know your house. Everyone inside will be saved. That night, Rahab helped the spies escape through her window with a red rope. As they left, she held onto their promise. And more than that, she held onto hope. Every morning after, she looked at that rope, bright red, hanging from her window, her sign of protection, her symbol of faith. Days passed. Then came the sound of trumpets, footsteps, marching. For 6 days, the Israelites circled Jericho. On the 7th day, they marched 7 times. Then, the shouts. The walls crumbled. Jericho fell. But Rahab's house, the one built into the wall, stood untouched because God keeps His promises. The spies returned. They brought Rahab and her family out, just as they said. They kept to their promise. Rahab was saved, not just from death, but from her old life. She joined the people of God. She married. She became part of the family. And generations later, from her bloodline came Jesus. Yes, Rahab the prostitute. Rahab the woman once ignored, Rahab, the ancestor of the Savior of the world, Jesus. What can we learn from Rahab? That God doesn't look for perfect people. He looks for willing hearts, people who believe, people who dare to choose faith over fear. Maybe you feel disqualified. Maybe your past is messy. Maybe you think God could never use someone like you. But Rahab's story says He can, He will, He does. If God could take a woman like Rahab and turn her story into a legacy of grace, then He can do the same for you. So, when life gets hard, when the walls are shaken, when people judge you for where you've been, remember Rahab. And remember the scarlet robe, a sign that faith, not perfection, is what saves. Your story isn't over. Your past doesn't define you. Faith does. And God is able to turn your story around for good. God bless you.